Students of Torah. This year is entitled Does God Paskin Historical Questions? So we all know when it comes to Hashem, Paskining Shilas, there's an incredible Gemara in Bava Metzia where the argument was a heated one about the status of a tanur, an oven, whether was it tameh or not. The rabbi said, if I'm correct, let the walls of the Beis Medrash cave in, and that's what happened. Let the water stop flowing and flow in a different direction. That's what happened. The rabbi says, miracles will not help. Lo b'shamayim he, God gave us the Torah, and we use the halachic principles to paskin, and miracles play no role in deciding halacha. It goes by halachic principles, majority, and other factors involved. Famous Gemara, where God, his intervention cannot change the psak halacha. So what about when it comes to other questions, historical questions? We see certain interventions from God. Does that play a role? Do we say, oh, that shows which side is right? So Rav Soloveitchik had an unbelievable chiddush, a novel idea. He said this in the Chamesh Drashot, the 5 addresses that he gave to the Mizrahi conferences throughout the 60s. And he said, when it comes to halachic technical matters, lo b'shamayim he. God's influences, miracles will not play a role. We go by the majority and whatever other rules there are in psak halacha, and not by God's interventions. However, when it comes to historical arguments, then we say God's involvement does indicate who he holds by. And the Rav pointed out that there's 2 clear examples. 3,500 or so years ago, the example of Yosef and his brothers. So the brothers thought he was dangerous to Klal Yisrael, and he's going to go ahead and destroy the Klal. That's what they paskin. And therefore, just like Avram removed Yishmael, Yitzchak removed Esav, so we have to remove Yosef. He cannot be with us, beginning this nation. And that's it. And Yosef says, what are you talking about? Now I'm not going to be part of you. I'm going to be leading you. What an argument. So who was right? How'd they know? Did the brothers go ahead on their own just decide they were wrong? No. They saw that Yosef's the king, just like he predicted. He's the ruler. And they realized, wow, God showed Yosef to be correct. That's how Rav Soloveitchik understands the area. That's a historical question. And Rav Soloveitchik tied this in to the Yosef of 1903, the Mizrahi movement, where they argued with the Aguda, whether this fledgling secular movement, Zionist movement, which a lot of secular people involved in, some religious people involved in, but the forces, many of them were not religious. They were not looking to build a religious state. So can we do such a thing or not? The Mizrahi says we must work together, and Aguda says no. So the Rav says, in 48, God paskin the question and show the Mizrahi approach to be the correct one. This is an unbelievable chiddush from Shach. When he got wind of this and heard about this, he was extremely critical for many reasons. The whole idea of God passing the history and the fact that the Mizrahi is right, Agud is wrong, that obviously was not something that Rav Shach subscribed to. But this is the Rav's position. Now, when it comes to historical questions, God does paskin the Shiloh. It's an unbelievable insight. Yetz Hashem will continue the next year. Shalom.